crafters, it's Louise with you today on behalf of Kitaholic Kits, and I'd like to share a scrapbook layout with you using the October 2018 kit. Now, my challenge to myself for this page was to actually complete a layout without relying on patterned paper. So the layout that you see here does not actually have any pieces of patterned paper either in the background, behind the photo, or anywhere like that. And I sort of wanted to go with a bit of a grid design. So I'm marking off some areas where I can then create this area. And I don't want it to be too precise. I don't need it to be a perfect grid. As you can see, the lines are a bit wonky. That's particularly my style. If you prefer a much cleaner, more symmetrical page, then absolutely by all means go for it. But for me, it was perfectly fine just to use the actual wonky lines that I'd hand drawn on there. So I'm using some of the exclusive cuts from the October Kitaholic Kits, and that's going to form the basis areas around my embellishing and my layers near the photo. So all I'm really doing is just using different elements, whether it be stickers, some foam, some die cuts. You can see I've also chosen the one-of-a-kind title up there, which is a really great way on this page to take up a large amount of space. So by using a big title, I've filled a lot of the page, but haven't had to work too hard to actually achieve that. Now, while I'm sort of playing around and looking at different things here, I'm thinking, okay, what do I want on the page? How am I going to make this look? How am I going to balance it so that it's aesthetically pleasing when you look at it? Different things like that. So I sort of, before I start playing around with backgrounds, I like to get a bit of an idea of where I'm going to stick things, what I'm going to use, how the actual layout is going to come together. And then once I'm satisfied, that sort of leads me into thinking about the background. So as you can see, I've sort of gone, okay, I've had enough of that. I'm going to build a background now, and in this case I've just moved all of the stuff off of the white cardstock. I've grabbed some of the marine Color Blast artist inks, watered it down a little bit in my palette, and then just made some stripes in the background of that white cardstock. Now, I have plenty of actual marine artist ink left, so when I do that, rather than waste it, I pull out my art journal and I'll put something onto my art journal. In this case, I've mimicked the same stripes I did in the album, which it works for me in my art journal, but you could have painted the whole page, it wouldn't have mattered. Splatters, whatever you want to do. But I find that breaking a white page like I did in the art journal certainly helps for future when I'm trying to create down the track. As you can see, I have moved a couple of things around. I decided on one thing and then changed my mind. Off camera, I decided I was satisfied with this, so I did stick it all down and edited that out for you so that you didn't have to actually see me using adhesive, which is always fun. And then I'm adding my journaling and basically just attaching the whole layout together and adding some of the stickers from the October kits. So for this layout, as I said, there's nothing really technically challenging here, but for me the challenge was not to use patterned paper, because that's my go-to. I tend to use patterned paper either in making layers or in backgrounds, things like that. So I really like how this came together, and I hope you're inspired to challenge yourself to get away from patterned paper and have a little bit of a play. So thank you very much for watching, and don't forget, if you haven't already, please subscribe.